Hey guys, me again. So recently it seems Gemma Doherty is back in the news again. Uh, More or less, how would I put this? While the country and the world is going about uh, sorting their COVID-19 problem, Gemma and her goon squad are going to hospitals where people are recovering and or dying from the said disease, and they are provoking frontline staff who are already under pressure and under serious pressure, as we know. And you have stupid people like this just deciding they want to confront nurses and doctors and what more. So not long after this, or during this, herself and her second in command, Dee Wall, Dolores Webster, whatever she calls herself this week, she's umpteen different names, and they were doing videos where, unlike normal conspiracy theorists, that are telling us COVID-19 is a weapon, it's going to kill us in conjunction with 5G, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. They deny the thing even exists, which is a major problem, because there's nothing as bad as someone who denies this type of stuff. So herself, John Waters, who has been a sidekick of her for years, excuse me, they decided to represent themselves in a high court case. All well and good until, questioning the lockdown. Validity in it. Just they were questioning the legality of the lockdown and the validity of it until they started straying from the actual case itself and the case notes they had, and going into questioning the validity of the stand-in government, which it was a stupid thing to do, because if you can't stick to your case notes, that's it. So it was deferred for a week. But in the meantime, they decided they were going to have a little protest for themselves at the four courts, in which they stopped a case going ahead for a child with special needs in need of essential care from the HSE. Garrett Noble tweeted about it. For those of you who don't know, Garrett Noble is he's a solicitor who deals specifically with people or with children with special needs that aren't getting their due course from the HSE. So God knows how long that case was waiting to go to court, and all of a sudden, Gemma and her little band of merry Gemmeroids decided to stop that case from going ahead. Now, excuse me, doesn't kill me, I'll still be here. Gemma claims to stand up for the rights of Irish people. Now, we all know Gemma says she stands up for the rights of Irish people. That is, unless you're someone the likes of Hazel Chew or other people like that, where Gemma stands up for the rights of Catholic, white, straight, able-bodied people. They are the only people she stands up for. If you have so much as a tan, she'll come for you. I know this because I've heard her say it enough. I've heard her supporters say it enough, to the point where on Facebook I was debating the issue and about the case, and her supporter basically turned around and said, "Is the child alive though?" No, there are far worse things out there than death. Believe you me, death might be final, but you're not living through misery. So, for one of her supporters to come out and say they support the rights of Irish people, but yet they will turn around and say that, as in, well, is he alive? Is she, is that child alive? Well, then they don't need the help, do they? That's wrong. And it just goes to show what Gemma stands for. Now, the history of Gemma's fighting for the rights of Irish people is fairly questionable, being as not long after she did that documentary on Maria Boyle and her killer, she had a huge falling out with the family of Maria Boyle. Now, she keeps talking about Maria Boyle, but the family, under duress or whatever else, do not want her talking about. They don't want anything to do with her. But she lives off this. And just word to the wise on this case, she used a lot of footage from RTE, who are still chasing her for the payment of that money for the images and footage she used, considering she took an awful lot of donations online to fund this or do whatever, and all of a sudden this money has gone missing. So Gemma's fight for whatever Irish, unless if there's something in it for Gemma doesn't fight for it, and even at that, she's not very good at doing what she does. There's also the defence of the nuns and the Catholic Church and the Tuam babies. She will go race bait. She is an open Semitism. She openly uses Semitism now. Just to explain a little about Semitism. A lot of people think it's anti-Jewish. It is not just anti-Jewish, it is anti-Muslim, which we know she is. So this woman's credence into anything is deplorable. I don't need to go over past videos I've done of her discrepancies. They you're all looking at them, even though, a lot of you fucking hate the ground I walk upon, but, here's looking at ye. So yeah, just a little update on what Gemma thinks she's fighting for, or what Gemma would like to think you think she's fighting for, when in actual fact, she's just out causing trouble. Just the same old Gemma, unless you're white, Catholic, Irish, able-bodied, racist, and everything else she is. She ain't standing up for you. But that will change because her court case coming up, there's the second hearing. As far as I know, her supporters have been banned from attending any part of the court that day, so I'm presuming there'll be a heavy guard of presence outside it, and there'll just be herself and John muttering shite inside. So best of luck to them. They'll need it, and they'll need probably a lot of luck getting home, although I'm presuming that big baldy Festus type creature that Gemma has following her everywhere will more than do the job. So this is me, guys, over and out, and I'll talk to you on the flip side. Thank you.